The following program contains material that is not suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Live from the Community Media Center Marin, it's marINSANITY.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jill. Appreciate it. Really glad to be here. You know, this is an awesome opportunity for me, mainly because it's going to be televised later, and it's a good opportunity because I want to let you folks know I have a comedy CD. I will be selling it after the show tonight. I'm going to have a little table set up at the exit, so it's impossible for you to leave without making eye contact with me. But no, trust me, I've had people listen to this and say, man, there's some classic material on there. I know you're going to love it. It's good stuff. It's Bill Cosby at his best from 1985. This has all his hits. It has Froofy the Dog, Fat Albert Gets a Hernia, How I Developed Long-Lasting Relationships with Multiple Women Without Getting Caught. So things we were talking about in the 80s, we're still talking about them today. So anyway, I cannot believe how fast the year's going. September already. But actually, I don't mind because end of this month, you know what starts? NBA season. I'm ready to go. How about you? How many Warriors fans we have here tonight? I am a huge fan. Yeah, we want to clap. We don't want to raise our hand. Any questions? But no, I'm a huge Warriors fan. I was doing the math the other day. I've been in the Bay Area all my life, and I have been a fan for, 3 years now, I think, going on. So, but with him through thick and thin, I think that loyalty is important. A lot of aspects. Also in marriage, I've been married for a while. In fact, my wife and I reached quite a milestone. Yesterday was our 25th. And thanks. Yeah, no, I was going to say our 25th day in a row without having sex, but thanks for that acknowledgement nonetheless. No, in reality, I've been married for 34 years. And a lot of people say when they hear that, you know, what's the secret to a long-term marriage? And I tell them there's a variety of secrets, but one that's very important is trust. First off, any married folks here? All right, yeah. There's little more enthusiasm for the Warriors, but that's okay. But no, trust. You'll agree then. Trust is very important, right? You have to have trust. We had an incident at our house a while ago. It was a butt dialing incident. And this might have gotten blown out of proportion, but it didn't because we have that trust. What had happened? I needed to make a phone call. Walked out in the kitchen. My wife's cell phone was handy, so I picked it up. But before I dialed, I saw the last number dialed I didn't recognize. I say, hey, what's this number? I don't recognize that. She looks at it and she goes, oh, don't worry about that. That's my old boyfriend's number, but I didn't dial him on purpose. That was an accidental butt dial. And I thought, okay, can you randomly dial 10 digits with your butt, get somebody you know, let alone have it be your old boyfriend? And the answer is yes, you can, because she did it. I trust her because I believe her, no problem. But just like she trusts me and believed me when I had a butt dialing incident of my own. One day I randomly butt dialed some numbers and I butt dialed Exchange Bank. That's where we do our banking. Then butt dialed a few more numbers and I butt accessed the automated teller. And then I butt dialed one for English, butt entered our password, and then I butt transferred $160 to Moonflower Asian Massage in Santa Rosa. So explained it to my wife. She believed me, so that was the easy part because she trusts me. Hard part, had to go down to the bank, get all the parties involved, fill out a bunch of forms. Real nightmare for a while, but I finally got it squared away. So the good news is, story had a happy ending, and everything moved on from there just great. Support is also very important. 7 years ago, I said, hey, I want to start doing stand-up. And she supported me along the way, even though, you don't make any money at first. But here I am, 7 years later, professional comic, getting paid, getting booked for shows. I mean, I did a gig last week, for example, $500, not too bad. Well, I didn't get $500 for that one gig. I mean, that's cumulative total after 7 years. But over half of that has come in this past year, so it's really starting to roll in. But we don't do this for the money, despite the money being good, right? But we do this because we love the feedback from folks like you. It's awesome. I do have to tell you one story. Something happened to me. I finally got recognized out in public. Someone had seen me doing a show. I was at a deli in Santa Rosa, sitting there eating by myself, and this girl walks by and recognized me. So she says, hey, you do comedy, right? And I go, yeah. She goes, you know what? I saw you at a show recently. Just want to let you know, I thought you were real funny and just want to pay you that compliment. And it was very cool. So for the very first time, I felt like a real celebrity. So I looked up here and I said, hey, bitch, I'm trying to have lunch here, okay? just because you saw me on stage doesn't mean we're friends and get in my face like that. But anyway, now I have newfound empathy for the Kardashians, what they go through on a regular basis. So, hey, are you guys ready to get this show going? Good deal. Appreciate it. Need you to keep making a lot of noise for our first performant. He's a stand-up comedy instructor at Google, comedy writer and producer at Newsbroke on Al Jazeera. Please make a lot of noise for our first comic, Jesse Fernandez, everybody.
Hey, come on, I'm not your first comic. You're the first comic. You don't be so down on yourself. That's not, come on. He was good, right? He was good. Come on. Yeah, hell yeah. It's great. I love this place. They got brick walls. That's like real brick. It's like real brick. Now, you got so marINSANITY. You guys keeping it marINSANE up in this place? Good. Yeah. Okay. Well, this has been fun. I should get out of here. It's been a good set. I last time I did this show, they like totally kept it on theme. Like it was marINSANE. Like this dude offered me Reiki for a marINSANEly low price. So I thought that was just right in line. Do you guys know what Reiki is? It's like a massage, but they don't touch you. How comfortable does that feel? Oh, you're getting one right now, actually. So, did everybody vote for Trump? I know this area, right? Like, this is a conservative area. You guys all voted for Trump, right? Yeah, see? Well, ironic answer from you. Si, senor. Raise your hand if you voted for Trump. You can't see, everybody can't see the audience necessarily unless the camera pointed that way at that particular time. I'm assuming it didn't, so I'll just let the TV audience know that everybody raised their hand. It's an entirely Trump audience, which, like, that's great because I have a joke about it. I think that Trump got a bad rap from the media. Like they gave him unfair coverage, right? Correct. Yeah. Not cool at all. Like Bernie Sanders, people loved Bernie Sanders during the campaign, the primaries. A little birdie landed on Bernie Sanders' podium. And then the media was like, "Oh, that means that nature endorses Bernie Sanders." But the media didn't mention this. The same thing happened to Trump. I mean, it was like pretty much the same, except it was like 16 ravens, and like they were carrying a dead eagle, right? But otherwise, it was like pretty much, and it turned like nighttime just randomly. All of a sudden, it was like middle of the day, but it turned nighttime, and his eyes got all red. You saw it, right? Yeah, exactly. This is going well. Now, I like to spin things positive, you know? Like I got a Minute Maid lemonade not a long time ago, pretty long ago, but I got it and I was like, this is going to be a nice healthy life choice. You know, fruit, it's good for you. I looked at the nutrition facts on it. 0% juice. Now, a lot of people would see that and they would be like, well, this is a waste of my money, but not me. I saw that and I was like, what an underdog of a company. Because life didn't even give them lemons. And they were still like, we're making lemonade. Why is it yellow? I once did that joke and somebody yelled out at me, Minute Maid's actually made with 3% juice, which is a rude heckle. A fact check in the middle of the comics act. Don't do that, especially if you're wrong, which that heckler was. They were wrong. Like, do you really think I would write and perform that entire joke without doing the research first? No, it was 0% juice. I wouldn't do of course I did the research. I looked it up later. It is 3% juice. But I like the joke, and I want to keep doing it. So I just keep doing it. I don't know. You know, the pen is mightier than the sword. Have you guys heard that? I'm dropping some knowledge bombs on you. That's not a well-known phrase at all. So, I'll let you guys know the pen is mightier than the sword. I realize that my leg is tangled up in this cord. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this situation. Now it's more difficult. We'll get to that later. The pen is mightier than the sword. I heard that, and I was like, you're darn tootin'. And I was psyched about that because I'm a writer. I was walking around on the street. First day that I heard that phrase, you're not going to believe this, I saw a crazy dude carrying a sword. Just right there. And I kept that bit of knowledge in my brain, and I had a pen in my pocket, and I was like, I got this. So I walked towards that guy. But then I noticed he had a pen duct taped to the end of his sword. And I thought, well, this guy cracked the code. And then he stabbed me or something. I don't know. I don't have that joke finished, but I'll finish it later. It's a pretty good start, though, right? Heck yeah. Now, how am I going to get my leg out of this cord? What? We've got ourselves like a Daffy Duck situation, where he's like trying to get the glue off of him, but he just keeps gluing more parts of him, except I'm only in the first stage of this, so it's not exactly like that at all. That was an excellent riff. Now, I should get out of here pretty soon, but before I do, I'm going to do something special for you guys. I'm going to read somebody's mind in this audience. And all I need is a volunteer. Somebody who's... Thank you. First of all, what's your name? Julie? I know. Thank you. That's not it. I'm going to read your mind. The only catch is that it takes me 2 guesses. All right? Now what I need you to do is focus on the thing that you want me to read. Do you have it, Julie? Okay. First guess. You're thinking about your parent. Oh, this is a clean show. Oh, no. Well, that's my time. Thank you guys very much. You guys, so if you, honestly, that joke, you'll just have to take my word for it. It was hilarious. Oh, it was so funny. I should, you know what? You're right. I should have thought about my set before I started it. But the bright side was we had a nice loose set. That was pretty fun, right? Like, had I planned my set, it would have had... Oh, I'm out of time. All right, thank you guys very much.
Keep it going, Jesse Fernandez, everybody. And Jesse, by the way, the teleprompter said your first comic. I couldn't improvise. I can't change the teleprompter. But... all right, are you ready for your next comic? She hosts the Guffaws for a Cause showcase in San Francisco and has performed throughout the Bay Area, in New York, L.A., and as far away as the Mississippi Delta. Please welcome Lael Gold, everybody.
Thank you so much. Hello, Marin County. Last time I was here, there was a comics acupuncturist in the audience. Can only assume that I have an acupuncturist here this evening. Are you serious? Oh, body workers? No. Most parts of the country, well, most parts of California where I might go to perform, there are meth issues. But no, it's true. It's a serious societal problem. In Marin, it's more daily method is the meth problem here. And it sounds harmless. It sounds like a positive thing. But it takes months or even years for meth to fuck up your life. The daily method, I went to one class, utterly destroyed me. It did. I wish that weren't true. You guys, today is a very special day in American history, as I'm sure you all know, 9/11. Which was 16 years ago. I'm getting the don't make a joke face. Well, the thing is, I thought it wasn't too soon. And then a bunch of motherfuckers on social media too sooned it up again. They did. Why? They posted. They were truthers. They were anti-truthers. They too soon did up again. So I can't tell a joke about it. But I do have to say that it's interesting doing comedy because a lot of comedians are a lot younger than me and they don't really have historical perspective on the event. And they don't really understand the way some of us do that the whole world changed in an instant. Seriously, it did. And, after that day, just as for instance, you could no longer give a blowjob at an abandoned departure gate at San Francisco International. That was no longer possible. What else do I say? Now that got a big laugh. Do I have anything else to say about that blowjob? No, I don't. But I don't regret it. There was no fly list back then. In fact, there wasn't even a no-fly unzipped list, apparently. I wish that weren't true. I'm going to give you a few facts about the gentleman involved so you'll know I'm actually telling you. I'm actually like a very uptight person, but I have had these moments of daring sexual exploits. Maybe this was the only moment. But he was Madeleine Albright's speechwriter. So now you know I'm not lying. Why wouldn't I want you to think I was lying? Yes, I'm lying. I never gave a blowjob in a public place except that one departure gate. You guys, last night I watched the first 5 minutes of a documentary about ADHD. Speaking of recent history, though, last week I was arrested. I was. But it's okay. I'm going to be tried as an adolescent. The police said they have never seen a murder committed in such an immature fashion. But seriously, just take it from me. Next time you kill someone, be sure to write next to the body in your victim's blood, "Nanny, nanny, boo boo, you poop face." It worked. It worked like magic for me. So you may have noticed when I was introduced that my last name is Gold. Gold, Silver, Silverberg, Goldberg, Silverman, Goldman, Silverstein, Goldstein. Jews are so metal. Member of the tribe, indeed. No, but you know what? Extremely. Thank you. Thank you. Should we just Jew out and freak out the one non-Jew in this audience? I know who you are. Okay, there are two of you. There are three. There are three. I have great Judar. What was I going to say about that? No, actually it's interesting because, yes, I am a Jew in many ways, but legally not so much. Why? My mother's a shiksa, which, as some of you know, is the Jewish term for a non-Jewish woman. It's actually derived from the Hebrew word for abomination. Really? Really? I mean, I knew my mother was an abomination, but I didn't know a bunch of rabbis knew that about her. No, that was funny, though, because the shiksa in the audience turned to her Jewish husband. I saw that happen, you two. Really? I didn't know that. It is. Check that shit out. Abomination. I kid you not. It's okay. My mother is also an abomination. I love her dearly. It's okay. It's just a term. It's a hateful, hateful term. What else can I tell you? I'm dating a hipster. Pity applause accepted. Thank you. I love that actually got an applause break. That's exciting. And I know they were pity applause. I'm dating a hipster, and I have to say it's very disorienting dating a hipster. For instance, I told my boyfriend that I was going to sleep with a woman, and he didn't bat an eye. And then I told him his taste in music sucked, and he totally lost his shit. He did. That happened. No, but you know what? I'm very appealing to hipsters. I am. I'm basically the human equivalent of a vinyl record. They spread my legs, they blow off the dust, and I'm as good as new. No, but you know how hipsters are connoisseurs of the undervalued? Well, anybody can have, I don't know, the first 3 seasons of Laverne and Shirley on VHS, or maybe the complete works of Hall & Oates. But retro Bush, that's a collector's item. It is. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is it's always 1985 down here. The first few times I told that joke, I said it was always 1975 because I thought that sounded extra bushy. But I was 8 in 1975, so it was actually extra creepy. What else can we talk about? You guys, where am I? Are you, how do I get lit here? I don't even know. No. Is that telling me? Yeah. Oh my God. So sorry, Marin County. So sorry to all of you. I'm out of time. Thank you so much.
Lael Gold, everybody, keep it going. All right. Have to make a quick intro to make up for the time we lost there. But no, I'm really excited about introducing your headliner. I was lucky enough to introduce her a few years ago, her very first time doing comedy. She's done some fantastic things since then. A regular at Cobb's, The Punchlines, San Francisco Sketch Fest, and produces a Sunday showcase at Cheaper Than Therapy at the historic Shelton Theater in downtown San Francisco. She was one of the first performers right here at marINSANITY, and she still came back. Please welcome Samantha Gilwaite, everybody.
Thanks, Dad. How are we doing tonight, yeah? All right, let's get this party train a-rolling. Where are my moms at? Woo, all right. You guys, puppy parents? Proud dog owner? Yeah, you got 2 dogs? You got 5 dogs. How many dogs do you have? 3 dogs. 2 dogs. 5 and 2. Okay, she's got some dogs. Okay. Do you have a dog, sir? Are you a dog owner? Proud dog owner? You are? So you just, do you guys call yourselves puppy parents? Because I do want to kill you when you say that. Like, I do. My sister says shit like that because she has like a Rottweiler mix. You know, I'm like, did it go through your body? Did it go? That really literally qualifies. Either it goes in or out. That's what equals parenthood, in my opinion. You know, this is a true fact about San Francisco. Did you guys know this? That there are more dogs than children in San Francisco. True. Yes, I know. And I have one of each. I have a kid. I've got a dog. We go to a park. People run up to my kid and they're like, what breed is it? You know, like they just, doesn't help that she's on a leash, right? As I have a runner. Were any of you guys runners? Did any of you guys run? Yeah, you know, I like the wild one in the hat. She's like, I have a past. Yeah, I love it. I want to hear your stories, ma'am. Yeah, she's like, no, you don't. Like 1967, summer of love. We were in Occidental, farming marijuana illegally. Just rubbing bodies. Was that true? Is any of that? I'm psychic. No? Okay. All right. I do have I have, for those of you who don't know, a runner is a genre of child that I have that just runs the fuck away. That's what they do. They just run away. So I had to get my kid a leash, which is embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me personally. Like one time we went on a walk and my kid was leashed and the dog wasn't. You know, like that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. My daughter has been telling everyone at kindergarten that her mom is in commodities, which makes me sound a lot fancier than I actually am. So everyone in kindergarten thinks I have a real job. But by day, I'm actually a tour guide. That's how I know that fun fact about San Francisco. Yeah, Dylan's Tour, San Francisco. You guys want to take an electric bicycle tour? That's me asking you if you want to be respected by no one. Do you want to not be respected by cyclists and drivers? Then get on a fucking electric bicycle and tootle around with 5 French people riding behind you. Now, When I give a tour, though, it really depends. Like, the tours change throughout the week. Monday, like today, excellent tour, totally straight-laced. By Friday, I'm too tired. I get too vulnerable with my tour. They learn way too much about my personal life. There's no boundaries anymore. I'm out in the elements, the rain, just answering questions. My throat is hoarse. I'm just standing by the bridge on Friday, just going like, this bridge is 1.7 miles long, longer than both of my last relationships combined. Does anybody want to take a picture? I knew it was really bad when I was showing this guy. I was showing everyone where this guy broke up with me near Coit Tower, and then I asked if there was any questions, and somebody raised their hand and said, "Was that karaoke boyfriend or the guy who couldn't eat by himself?" And I said, "Oh, I have shared too much. No. So I ride on a bicycle during the day. I am a comedian. My daughter hangs out with comedians. It's a problem. My daughter recently, just to show you guys what a problem this is, my daughter recently came up to me and she said, "Mommy, I invented a new word." And I was like, "What's the new word?" And she said, "Fucking hack." I know, right? That hits. I hope this is okay to say in Marin, but that's. And I said, where'd you hear that word? And she said, "I made it up." I said, "No, you fucking didn't." "No, where'd you? Did a comedian tell you this? Who told you this?" And she's like, "Joe Gorman told me that." And I'm like, "Don't you dare listen to him. He's a fucking hack." So, do you guys know comedian Joe Gorman? Do you guys know? No, you don't. Not yet. He's hosting the second half. I do. I am a single mom, but also, check it, don't judge me too much. I also smoke medicinal marijuana. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. That guy and I, yeah, I'm a proud stoner parent. I have a 4-year-old. I'm sorry that I want to relate to my child, Do you know how much Sesame Street we watch? So much. Partly because I'm high and the music's good, you know what I mean? C is for cookie. You guys remember those jams? Put down the ducky. Remember Put Down the Ducky? Put down the ducky. It's great. Just high learning shit, if you think about it, the only danger really of being a stoner parent is starting a band with your kid before they're ready. Like, that's the only danger. There's no other danger than that. And I have to be high, man. I have to be high to live my life because my kid's doing weird shit to me all the time. I feel like being high is just being prepared, okay? Like, just imagine sitting on a couch reading a magazine when all of a sudden a 4-year-old moonwalks into the living room, right? Wearing nothing but a nighttime diaper and a chocolate porn star mustache, right? And she's just kind of bending. She's just bending, and I'm taking it in. And then she turns to me and she says, "Mommy, quit being so spakent." Now that's a word that she made up, right? Like, because you guys English speakers, you know that spakent, you guys know that spakent's not a real word, right? And I said, "What the fuck does that mean?" I didn't say that. I'm a good mom. I said, "What the F does that mean?" We're learning letters. And she was like, "That's when everyone around you doesn't realize something is sideways." And then she just moonwalked out, man. Now, most parents would probably hit their kids after some shit like that, right? But not me. I'm a good mom. I was high. I was prepared. I was just taking it all in. Like, there was hella shit that was sideways in that room, guys, okay? My kid is a genius. And I said, "Mommy?" That's not what I said. I said, actually, I said, "Kid, go get mommy a snack." And that's me not having an end for that joke. And that's the light. And guess what? I get to just move on out.
One more time, Samantha Gilwade, everybody. Hey, did you have a good time tonight? we hope you come back. There's going to be another show sometime very soon in the near future, so we hope you're back here, okay? And if you ever want to go up to Sonoma County, look up a website. It's barrelproofcomedy.com. The entire Sonoma County, every show that's going on, there's about 15 shows a month. So if you're up that way, check us out, okay? And we had a good time. I hope you had a good time. One more time for all our comics. Let's hear Jesse Fernandez, everybody. Samantha Gilwait. Lael Gold. My name's Brian Thomas. Thank you very much. Come back soon. We'll see you.